it's Pyram King, and I'm really excited to bring to you a special video guide to Legends of Barovia in Owlbear Rodeo VTT. Now, before we get started, a huge shout out to all of my supporters. It is your support and feedback that allows me to put these detailed video guides together, along with all the free PDF guides for Legends of Barovia available to the entire community. And as a special thank you to the donating members, I provide bonus content, which includes artwork, tokens, voice acting sound files, and I take all of that content and I put it into Foundry Virtual Tabletop platform with walling and lighting and journal entries and everything you need to plug and play and enjoy Legends of Barovia into Foundry. If you're interested in becoming a supporting member, there's a link to membership down below. Now let's jump into this. Now you might be saying, whoa, Owlbear Rodeo, what are you doing? You're a Foundry guy. Oh my gosh, can't believe you even mentioned that word. Well, I am a Foundry guy. Foundry is one of my favorite VTT platforms out there, but over the course of 2 years in this project, I've received a lot of messages, and they go something like this. Hey, I'm interested in Legends of Barovia, but I don't want to play D&D 5e. I'm interested in playing Shadow Dark or Pathfinder 2 or Shadow of the Demon Lords. I also get messages like this, which says, hey, I really like Legends of Barovia, but Foundry is a little bit too complex for me and self-hosting and all that stuff. I'm a pretty simple person. I'm looking for something more simple. Do you have a recommendation? I also get messages, do you make Legends of Barovia for other virtual tabletop platforms? And lastly, I get quite a few, hey, I'm using Owlbear Rodeo free version. Can you show me how to set up Legends of Barovia into Owlbear Rodeo? So to answer all of those questions, as well as all of my supporters that don't have Foundry, well, this video is for you. Well, first off, what is Owlbear Rodeo? If you created a spectrum of virtual tabletops, on one end you would have Foundry Virtual Tabletop, Foundry VTT, which is a complex, robust system that does all kinds of stuff, dynamic lighting, automation, fog of war. I mean, it is my favorite platform, and I will continue to make content for Foundry VTT. And on the other end of that spectrum, you have the free Owlbear Rodeo, which allows you to put up some scenes, some maps, some tokens, and to roll some dice. It's a very thin, simple, free client, which for people that aren't using Foundry, that would be probably, in my opinion, the best alternative. And in this video, we're not going to go through all the details of the free Owlbear Rodeo VTT. I'm just going to show you how to install and set up your sessions for Legends of Barovia in Owlbear Rodeo. The first thing you need to do is to go to Owlbear Rodeo. I've included a link down below and open up an account. It's free. Now we're going to specifically talk about the free version. There is a premium version as well, and you can read about that there on their website. But before we even start a scene and create a room in Owlbear Rodeo, we need to download the content for Legends of Barovia. Now there are three ways that you can download that content. I'll go through all three of those right now. The first one is just go to PyramKing.com and click on Legends of Barovia here up in the upper right. And that brings up a tile of all of the scenes from Legends of Barovia. Now, what I decided to do when creating this project is develop Legends of Barovia into chapters. Each chapter is a scene that contains a couple of battle maps, Theater of the Mind maps, tokens, and a free PDF guide that focuses on this scene. And in my humble opinion, I believe this helps the Game Master or Dungeon Master really focus on that session or that scene by providing enough details and getting into some granularity rather than creating a huge guide that you're going to have to jump around in. So each one of these is actually a location in Legends of Barovia or a chapter or a scene. All of them are already completed here. For instance, if you want the Blue Water Inn, you just click on Blue Water Inn, and this takes you to a page that shows you what's included here. Here's a picture of the PDF guide, some of the player handouts, the token pack, the Theater of the Mind maps or images, as well as the maps. And there's some links down here to the free content. But what we're specifically interested in is the bonus content for the members. By clicking on the bonus content, this will take you to the Ko-fi page or my Ko-fi shop where you can download that content. Now again, the bonus content is for donating members. You can become a member for as little as $4 a month and get access to the entire library with new content being released each and every month. And this content does include the free PDF guide, but all the other additional stuff that you're going to need to run in Owlbear Rodeo. Now there's another way to find this on the website, which might be a little easier and fast for you by clicking on the guides and PDFs. And what this does is list all of the different chapters or sessions in here. And you can see that we've got Village of Barovia, the Crossroads, all of the Vlaki ones, and it continues on here. Now I want to point out something because I get this question quite a bit. You'll notice that there's the bonus content in the Foundry V10 under the members section, but you'll see some that says coming soon, playtest in Foundry V9. To give you a little bit of behind the scenes on how I develop this project is I release a PDF playtest version of the guide to all the supporting members. And it is their feedback, the supporters' feedback, suggestions, comments, fixes, criticisms that I take in, I rewrite it, it goes to Jesse Winter for a final edit to release the free PDF guide. Along with that, Tisu makes some tokens, and we get some Theater of the Mind art to create the bonus content and the Foundry final version, the Foundry V10 Plus version in there. Now I've completed most of them here. I'm releasing 2 updates per month. So as of making this video, I just finished the Crest PDF guide. The bonus content just got released in the Foundry V10, and also this month I'll be releasing the Abbey with the playtest guide, and I'm just going down in order here. So if you do catch up or surpass me, there are the PDF guides with some basic tokens in there. There is the basic Foundry version as well in there. So even if you remember and you catch up, there's still content there all the way through Ravenloft as well. So it's all completed here. Lastly, another way to go ahead and find this is just go to the Ko-fi page, click on the shop, and filter the shop for bonus content, and this will show you all the token packs and Theater of the Mind packs. So for instance, if you're doing the Blue Water Inn, you just come here, it shows you what's all the stuff that's available in there, and you just click on download and you're ready to go. Now I've already downloaded the Blue Water Inn, and we're going to show you how to set that up in Owlbear Rodeo. So we go back to Owlbear Rodeo, you've opened up your account in there, and you're going to create a free room. And remember, this is the free version of Owlbear Rodeo. When you create a free room, you don't have any rooms. You can create up to 2 rooms in the free version, which is all you really need to get your session ready to go. So you create a free room. Now, the free version doesn't allow you to name the room, but you can change the picture in there to whatever you like. Something might fit more along with it. For instance, this one here. And Owlbear Rodeo does have its own dice roller. I suggest you click and turn on that extension, and you create the free room, and it's pretty much ready to go. The problem is here is you don't have any scenes, and that's what we need to do here. So we're going to create a new collection, and we're going to call this Blue Water Inn, and hit add. And now we go to the Blue Water Inn, and we don't have any scenes. Now I've downloaded here the Blue Water Inn pack, which we have the items, the maps, and Theater of the Mind. So we're going to click on the Theater of the Mind first, and we're going to highlight all of these, and we're just going to drag and drop them in here. And you can just click import because they're already named for you. The images are all named for you. There we go. Those are all done. We're also going to go up to the map pack here. And I have the maps right here. We have 3 maps. Just drag and drop those in there and hit import, import, import. And we are all done with the scenes. Let's take a look at one of these scenes. We're going to look at the Blue Water Inn map right here, and let's just click and open this one. Now I want to mention something really important about these maps. These maps are made by DM Andy, makes all the battle maps for Legends of Barovia, but the ones that you're going to find in the Foundry version, which is also these here, are the WebP highly compressed at 70% resolution. Now the reason that I do that for Foundry is my goal in developing Legends of Barovia on Foundry was to make it as efficient as possible to run on the most low-end machine, and therefore I'm compressing a lot of the images and maps so they're under 1 meg. They're anywhere between 500K up to 1 meg. Some of them are a little over that in there versus the high resolution ones. So you are going to give up some of the resolution here in these versions. And I'm huge thank you to DM Andy for graciously allowing us to include these WebP compressed versions both in Foundry and in our bonus map packs. However, I highly recommend going to Diamandi's Patreon page and getting the 8K resolution ones. If you want the 8K resolution versions of these maps, you can find them all here on his champion map version. And these come with a variety of those maps: night, day, weather effects, fog, snow conditions. So you can find the perfect map in high resolution in here. He does a great job, and I highly recommend you supporting Diamandi, because Diamandi makes all the gorgeous battle maps for this content and for help him to continue to make more battle maps. By the way, Diamandi and I have already embarked on our next adventure together, and that's Legends of Saltmarsh, and he's already started to do that, so I'm really excited to be working on that project. I'll put a link to Diamandi's Patreon page down below. So now we have the maps in here, but what we are missing are the tokens. And so we're gonna have to go in here and add some tokens to the Blue Water Inn. And how do we do that? Well, the same way. We're gonna go up to our folder here, and we're gonna go up to the tokens, and we're gonna select all of our tokens in here. There they are. I have shift click and just drag and drop the tokens in here. All the tokens are named and already in there for you to use. In addition, we have some props. So we're gonna add in some props here. Props are the items that I've included. So some of the bonus content, you're gonna have some items, maybe it's jewelry, or for instance, I've got the menu for the Blue Water Inn or a Strahd coin. So just shift click and grab these, drag and drop them in here, and you're ready to go. So let's set this up and show you a basic couple things in here. Again, I highly recommend, if you are going to use Owlbear Rodeo, is watch the starting guide down. I'll put a link in that down below on their main website, because it shows you how to do some additional stuff in here. So what we need to do here is put some characters on the screen. All you're going to do is you're going to drag and drop Danica. We're going to put her behind the bar. We've got those two snotty Walker boys, Carl and Nikolai Walker. We're going to put them. There they are. We have in here Erwin Mardikoff. He's back there cooking. Perhaps Rictavio is sitting over here by himself. So we have it all ready to go and set up here. There's a couple little things you can zoom in on this. One of the things that I like about Owlbear Rodeo here is once the characters meet someone like Danica, you can just click on her and click text. You can see this, it says Danica Mardikoff, and you can click text and just type in Danica here. And now the characters can see her name underneath here. You can also click on her and hide her. This is great if you're going to be running some combat encounters, so you can preload the map up with the tokens. Now again, this doesn't have any character sheets on here. This is just tokens, which does make it really nice if you're going to be running third-party systems like Pathfinder 2, or you're going to be running Shadow of the Demon Lord, Shadow Dark, or one of the other OSRs, which I'm frequently asked about. It also has a simple dice tray over here, so if I need to roll a D20, I just click on D20. I can roll advantage. I can put in my modifiers in here, +3, and I'm rolling with advantage. You just click roll, and it rolls it over here. And there you go, I rolled a 17. Click on this. So I naturally rolled a 14 +3, and I got 17 over there. So it's pretty simple in here. You got your basic dice roller in here. Now let's talk about the Theater of the Mind image in here. Let's go to one of our scenes, and we're going to be sitting in the, let's go to inside, where is it? Actually, I didn't drop it in here. Where is the scene? Oh, we'll do this one right here. We're inside the Blue Water Inn. All of us player characters are sitting around the table. We've met with Rictavio here, and we're going to drag Rictavio into the scene here. So we got Rictavio here, but you see his token's a little small. It doesn't really fit in this Theater of the Mind map. Well, you can just drag on it, make him a little bit bigger, and click in text. And we're going to just type in Rictavio here, since the players know who that is. Rictavio, make his name legible. There we go. Now let's say, in addition to this, you're sitting around here, Danica comes up and says, oh, what would you like to eat? Well, we also have those props in here, for instance, the menu. You can just drag and drop the menu over here on the side, and the players, now you can drag this so the players can see the menu. So if you have items, you can just drag and drop those items in here. Maybe they found the necklace, so you just put that in there. Again, you can resize these things pretty easily. It's pretty simple to do, no big deal. But it allows you to have those Theater of the Mind moments in here really simple. And that's it. I mean, there's not much more to it than that. There are some basic fog of war features in here. Again, some additional features. There's some pointing tools and some measurement tools in here as well that you can use. But it's really simple and easy to use, especially if you want to play one of those OSR games, or if Foundry is too complex for you and you're looking for something a little bit more lightweight and easier to use. Now with this, you're going to need to use Discord. I recommend using Discord. You can do video or voice over there. In Discord, you can also share those free PDF handouts that we have for Legends of Barovia and create a text channel. I did create a video a long time ago about how to set up Discord and some tips for running a role-playing game in VTT using Discord in conjunction with Owlbear Rodeo. This thing is going to work really well for you. Now, I hope this was helpful to you. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, click subscribe so you can get more helpful videos. Again, if you're interested in becoming a member, there's a link in the description down below. There's also a link to Owlbear Rodeo, to the video on how to set up Discord, as well as DM Andy's gorgeous battle maps on his Patreon page. So until next time, may all your rolls be critically successful, and a special shout out to all of my legendary supporters.